to talk about a musical phenomenon. And it is called heavy metal. And I see that you people know all what that's about. And you're going to teach me, because I see all kind of T-shirts. We are having a group here today, and their name is, all of you together, what's their name? Anthrax! And I need you to help me welcome them. And the first one is Scott Ian. Come on in. I love you.
What's up, Scott?
I tell you something. I can see that metal, whatever that thing is called, is going to be lots of fun. Welcome, Scott Ian. Right there. And now, welcome Charlie Benante. And Frank Bello. Now wait. Dan, stand up, because I like him the most. And Joe Belladonna. Joe, stand up. Hi. Okay. I tell you something. Can anybody guess why I said I like Dan the most?
Sure.
Of course. And now you all are fans. And you are going to teach me about that music, because I did watch a tape, and I want you all to watch it, and you people at home to watch it. And I think we are going to have a fabulous discussion right afterwards. Let's all watch it, okay? I tell you something. It's on that tape. What I did see is guys flying through the air, almost like Peter Pan. I need to know, Dan, what you said, that this is actually a good expression of something that kids can express some of their...
They're letting out their aggression, you know. If they didn't have this medium for them to do this, God forbid, you know. I mean, we watch them.
But how do they know?
Where else would they let this aggression out, you know?
How do they know that somebody's going to catch them? Do they know?
No. Well, they don't know.
Oh my gosh. You hope for the best?
They know. They can see if it's a really packed-in crowd and there's no chairs on the floor, then they have a good chance of landing on somebody.
It's just the act of getting it's just the act of doing it, really. That's what it is. It's the act of doing it, you know, getting off like that.
But getting off, in my way of thinking, has other...
In a good way.
The one thing that I could see, after all, I'm from a different generation, but the one thing that I could see by watching that tape is that it did make me want to move my body. There's no question. There's no question. I have another surprise for you people. For the very first time ever, for the first time on television or the first time in the history, that's just because I'm a mother, we have 4 mothers of these terrific guys right here in the audience. We have stand up, we have Barbara Rosenfeld, and Barbara is Ian's mother, and we have Tina Benante, and she's Charlie's mother, and hold it, we have Rose Bello, stand up, that's Frank's mother. And we have the short one's mother, Irene. Pleased to meet you. Joe, I'll tell you what we do. Joe, I will make believe that just for now, I'll be your mother. Right. Okay? Joe's mother couldn't make it. Now, let me ask you a question to the mothers first. If my kid would have long hair like these guys, even so you all look very cute and sexy, I have to say so. But if my kid would have long hair like that, I don't know what I would do. Tell me how you felt when that kid started with that little beard here? How did you feel, Barbara?
You want to know about the long hair or the beard?
Both.
Okay, we call it the thing on his chin. And that's,
Thing in my way of talking also has other connotations.
that's fairly new, and I don't mind it at all because he has his own little persona and he likes to be a little bit different, and I like that.
Okay.
And the long hair, he's always had long hair, even when he was like 2 years old. I never cut his hair. I used to leave his hair long all the time. So even through grade school, his hair was always about down to here. He was never real
And
short.
your wife doesn't mind it?
No, not at all. She
Great.
used to come out with the clippers at first, but now it's all right.
Rajai, you are a lucky man. What happened when that kid of yours started to make that noise with that music? What did you feel?
I'm used to it, but he was 2 weeks old. His father introduced him to music.
I read about that
Yes.
because there was always music playing, not
Right.
the same music.
No,
No flying
well,
through the air.
No. Similar to it, but he always loved music. It was
So
in
you
his-
were really used because your
was,
husband was listening.
Yes, and we were accustomed to all this.
Oh my, I really admire you. How about you? Yeah. How did you feel?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
Boy, you people
envy
are a lucky bunch here.
Envy that hair.
You envy the hair. How about the music?
I love it.
Do you ever go to concerts?
Constantly.
You sit in the front row?
If I could.
You could. And you catch some of those people flying?
Stay away.
How did you feel?
He's doing what he wants. The hair is an image. He's expected to look that way. That's what the children want them to look like.
Even his wife?
Oh, yes. She's right here.
She's like him. Hi, I didn't know that. They didn't tell me that. Everybody look at Danny's wife. Let me see if you're short. I want to see if you're short. So what you are saying...
It is what is behind the hair.
Right. And
The
you are
quiet
saying
person.
that they express their individuality, and the kids... Is that true? Do you like them with long hair?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes? Okay. Tell me how is it to live with a son?
I'm not 13, 14, 15. I'm not expected to love their music. This is the music of the 80s. This is what the children want. We were raised with Barbra Streisand and Dizzy Gillespie and music of our age. But this is the 80s. This is what the children want. This is exciting, and it keeps my husband up, or he'd never get home alive. Driving home in the car. It's exciting, it's noisy, it's loud, and it's happy.
Do you move around with it?
Definitely.
Yes, you do?
Definitely.
The other mothers? You move, you dance with it? Do you think that because there was music in the home from an early age,
Always.
is that something that maybe, look at this audience here, all of you love them, right? Is that something that if these kids now all keep that music on at home, not during homework, please, does that mean that their children might also be in a band like
Yes,
that?
my grandchildren do.
They do?
Dance with it. My little granddaughter.
Fabulous.
That's my grandson.
Oh, you are not the mother, you are the grandmother.
No, Charlie's
mother,
my
my
son.
grandmother.
Yeah, let's get this.
You have two? You have two in the family and you have a grandmother who is really... Congratulations.
My uncle's
We'll
right
be right back. Don't move. Just applaud them. We are back with that fabulous group talking about heavy metal. I have a question to you. Make believe, the two of you, for one split second, that you're not married. Does this audience and the audience at home, do they expect you to be as, quote, wild off stage as you are on stage?
Yeah, people always think you're partying all the time and just being crazy and just living. I mean, there's that lifestyle that sort of goes hand in hand with this business, but it's not like that all the time. We go out to parties and we have a good time and stuff, but you can't do that every day when you're on the road for 6 months. You
You
can't
will
laugh.
actually work hard. I read about you going to Europe, and it was hard work.
Yeah, it's always, you know, it's not easy to go on tour for 6 months.
What about drugs? Do people expect you to be talking about drugs, to take drugs, to be into that culture?
You get offered a lot, you know.
What happens?
Me.
Tell me, Danny, what happens?
It's just part of what everyone thinks goes on, you know, and it's there if you want it, and it's not if you don't want it. It's just
But
like every day. It's just like every day.
The way I look at you, you look like very regular guys here. I have, right? I have another mother of a metal music lover. Is there, when you look at them and when you listen to your son's music, what does it do to you?
I think it has terrific energy. I mean, I listen to it myself without my son around. I mean,
You do?
Oh God, yes, I love it. I use it in the car or when I'm working out. I mean, it's great energy.
What do you people do with all of the groupies? What do you do? How do you manage?
I like to round them up and everything.
How do you manage not to offend any, but to still say, like what you just said, that you are regular guys and you need some privacy and you need to be
I think there's a lot of girls that come really don't even want to be with you as far as that. They just like to meet you and say hello and see what you're like.
Take a picture. That's true.
Take a picture.
picture?
A lot
Just
of
fans
them
of
are
the
like
band.
that.
You don't have to always somebody or something like that, you know.
What shit, that language? The language.
I had to say that for you.
The ones that are not married, because you know I'm old-fashioned and I believe in loyalty, and I know there is a fiancé here of one of yours, right, Charlie? What is happening when people, when the girls do offer their quote favors? Because after all, I do say that you all look pretty sexy. What do you do? What do you do if you know that you are not available? You do not want to start a relationship. How do you get out of it? What do you
I'll
say?
get out of it?
Yeah.
Just tell them I'm tired. Yeah, function.
Tell me something. Do you here understand why some parents might be scared of letting their kids go to a concert because of the flying people and because of the... Do you understand?
A lot of them
What-
can't go.
Pardon?
A lot of them can't go because their parents don't
Is
want
there
them to go.
anything that could be done? Because here, this
Well, they
is...
could take them. Some of them take them. You know.
I think, you know, a lot of people get scared right off the bat because they read a lot of things in papers and
Media.
Yeah.
news, and they hear a lot of bad things about it. But I think if you are scared about letting somebody go to a concert, you should just look more into it. Not every band is like this. Some bands do this, some bands don't, you know. And just look into it. Check out the band, read the lyrics, listen to the records, you know, ask around, you know.
Your lyrics, actually, on your record, are very, have a social conscience. You really do talk about anti-drug, you talk about a lot of good things. Tell me, how do you manage to stay good friends? After all, on the road...
We don't.
We hate it.
Total enemies.
Yeah, you can't really be enemies. You can't make that music, even though it's loud, it's beautiful music,
Yeah, but if
and not like each
if
other.
you spend as much time as we do on the road, it's like being married, and you
To 5 people.
You have arguments.
And there's other
That's
people
what it
around,
is.
too.
We spend a
Joey
lot of
doesn't-
time on the road.
Sometimes Joey doesn't cook on the bus, you know, so you have an
You know,
argument.
sometimes it's shrimp
I gotta
and
pick
raw,
up my
yeah.
mess, I get scolded. No, we're around each other a lot, and when we go home, we just split up and go our own ways.
Yeah, because you got to have your own time once at
So
tour's
when you
over.
are home, not only you who are married, but also you're not hanging out together. Look at the language I now talk. Hanging out. I'm learning very fast. Who has a question to any of them? Anybody here? Yes, please.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say I'm a mom that's really into this music and I love it. I listen to it. I started a parents group that's pro-metal.
Yes.
And I'm all for their lyrics. And I know it has had a positive effect on my teenager. And I encourage parents to attend concerts with their children before they make a judgment.
So that's exactly what they say. Go take it. Bravo. Anybody? Who here? Yes.
I just wanted to touch on something where you guys said about how the long hair is an image. I think that a lot of bands that cut their hair short just for a new look for a little while, their music stays just as great. You know, bands like Kiss that just experiment, their music is the same.
Well, when you said before about the long hair, for us, I mean, we write the same music no matter what we look like. I mean, what your hair looks like or anything what you look like shouldn't matter.
Your personal
Right, that's my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why
You don't
you're
be
saying
afraid to change yourself for the
that the
fans,
music
because you're
would-
still going to be just the same.
You're right.
You're saying that the music would not necessarily be less energetic and less sexy and less fun if it was a different.
We don't care about
era.
image
Okay.
at all. Image doesn't mean anything.
Don't move because we just have to take a break. We'll be right back. There's a record that's called State of Euphoria. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that this kind of music is here to stay? You do think so? Yeah, all of you? Do you think so? I'm touching this hair up here. Oh. Yes? Right.
You guys got a song about homeless people called Who Cares Wins.
Right.
What prompted that song, you know?
Just living in New York City, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, people don't usually go around and write songs about that, and that's actually a pretty good song, you know?
I want to say something that is exactly what I meant before, that this is fabulous, that you really, this is socially redeeming, that's very a social conscience of writing about those things that we see around all the time.
In fact, we just did a video for that song where we show a lot of homeless people and stuff. And
I saw it.
Right
I saw it. I saw it and I loved it, and it was beautifully, beautifully done.
So everybody's got to call in for MTV and get it on. You know?
Super. Okay.
Okay, I'm another mother who loves heavy metal, and I think that people should really be upset about heavy artillery, about war, and stop dumping on music. Because music is very exciting. It's very, as you said, it releases your aggression in a positive way.
It's sexy.
It's sexy. It's wonderful.
I want to ask you, what
Is
about
anyone here
that?
against us?
What about that head banging? Why is there? And another word that I have to know. What about that? Mushing. Okay, show me what mushing is. Teach me.
It's my worst nightmare come true.
Okay, don't show me. Just explain it to me.
Oh, it's slam dancing.
slam dancing.
It started with the punk and hardcore bands back in the late 70s.
Yeah,
It
and
was just a way for the kids to dance at the shows, you know, and
is there space to, not on the?
you just make space on the floor. It's just like going to any kind of dance concert.
But is it that kind of dancing, like?
No,
Yes.
just a lot more aggressive and just a lot more action, more physical.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. Why is it only guys? I mean, it's like a male.
No way.
Oh, wait here. A mother. That's a good
If
question.
you go to hardcore
Yeah.
shows, especially, you see a
The
lot of
girls
girls.
dance. You dance in your own seat in your space, and you respond to the music, and the music makes you feel that way. So no matter how miserable you feel when you go, you come out and you're just happy, which is the purpose of music throughout history.
In addition to some of the issues of making it socially redeeming and an issue. Yes?
All right, what's your favorite group besides you guys?
There's too many to name.
Yeah, a lot of
favorite stuff.
First three that come to your mind.
Yeah.
Living Color.
Living Color.
When you were his age, how old are you?
Public
11.
Enemy.
When you were 11, did you ever dream? Did you ever dream that you would be so famous, you would do videotapes, you would cut a record? Did you ever? Yes?
Sure.
Let me hear about that.
I knew they were going to be famous.
You knew?
Yeah, when they were small.
I have two sons in music.
My brother and my son both played together when they were small. From when they were this.
So you knew that there would be something, and in your
Definitely.
case, there's the son and the grandson.
Well, that's my mother. That's his sister.
There's a whole family relation. That's great. That's really terrific. Yes.
I have a question. You said that you were listening to different music when you were younger. Like, what type of music? Was it always rock, or was it any other influence?
When I was old enough to buy my own records, I bought rock. But my sisters listened to the Beatles, the Doors.
Do you listen
That
to
was
anything
rock.
else? Like,
Yeah,
maybe
tons now.
jazz and stuff too?
Yeah, you have to. We don't just listen to the type
Why-
of music that we play. We listen to a broad range of music.
Why is it? Why does it have? This is now. I'm showing my age, and I'm showing that I'm not in this group. But why does it have to be so loud? Is there a reason?
Doesn't have to be loud.
It doesn't have to be loud.
whatever you want.
The record, can I put that record on and make it soft?
You can play whatever you want, whatever sounds good to you.
Yes?
Yeah, you can
Whatever
play it
sounds
low.
good, you know.
Why do so many, do you all like it loud? Yes? The louder the better? Yes? Yes.
When it's loud.
That's
Fun?
true.
You can feel it.
Energy when it's loud.
Sounds better.
What does it do to your body when it's so loud? It does make you, it makes you want to dance?
It makes your bowels.
No, I'm not asking that.
It just gives more energy.
It just gives more, and yes.
That's fine, that's good. Do you think there's too many heavy metal bands today?
Yep.
Yeah, it's tons of them. I can't keep track of them anymore.
I'll put
Some
you
of
this
them are
way.
in heavy metal.
Wait a minute.
Like so-called heavy metal. Like
When we started out doing this, we started out in like 82, 83, and it was just, in this type of music, just ourselves and a band called Metallica and Slayer.
And about how many are there now?
And by the time 1985 came, there was about
200,000 bands.
We are running out of time already. I thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having us,
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And come again. Thank you.